Hi guys. So we are going to start researching different types of weather, okay? And we're going to start with just rain because it's one we're very familiar with, okay? So we're going to read this book called Rain by Grace Hansen. And from looking at this page, do you think it's going to be a nonfiction or a fiction book? That's right, it's a nonfiction. It's going to give us facts. It's got that table of contents on the cover. You can see that it's a real photograph, and a lot of times nonfiction books will use photographs to show you what something looks like instead of illustrations or drawings like in a fiction book. All right, so evaporation. The sun heats bodies of waters. Heat makes the water into vapor, and the vapor goes into the air. This is called evaporation. Remember, that's part of our water cycle. Warm air rises. It takes the vapor with it. Warm air rises when cold air blows it. Mountains can also make warm air rise. So then it gets up, and then what happens? Condensation. Warm air cools as it gets higher, because remember, it's going to get colder. Vapor turns to tiny droplets in cold air. The droplets come together and they form a cloud. Very good. This is called condensation. So you have condensation, then precipitation. These are those parts of the water cycle. Water droplets come together in big clouds. The rain droplets get bigger. They fall from the clouds when they get too heavy. And actually, you can see the rain falling down from this cloud. Now look at this cloud. This is one of those fluffy clouds that builds higher and higher. So this is called, remember, a cumulonimbus cloud, because it's going to be that heavy rain and storms. When water falls from clouds, it is raining. Rain is also called precipitation. Too much, too little, just right. Too much rain is a bad thing. The ground can become too wet, trees can fall over, and it can actually cause flooding. This is after one of those heavy, heavy rains. Not enough rain is a bad thing too. This can cause a drought. All living things need water to live. So look right here. All of these vegetables have died and dried up because they have got no rain. Rain is an important part of the water cycle. Rain brings fresh water to plants and animals. So right here, it's kind of showing you. You've got the ocean and evaporation. Those water vapor comes up. It forms into the clouds for condensation. And remember, those clouds move somewhere else, and then they're going to precipitate. Let me move it over so you can see it as rain or snow that comes down here. And then it can actually go down in the streams or into groundwater and start all over again after the rain. Water droplets are in the air after it rains. If the sun comes out, its light hits the droplets and a rainbow appears. So that's why you see a rainbow after the rain. And then look, we have that picture of our water cycle: precipitation, condensation, evaporation. So that water cycle is what helps it rain. All right, and then our glossary. So in case we didn't know, condensation is the process of condensing. Condensing is a change to a denser form, like a gas to a solid or a gas to liquid. So if you think about it, a gas is really, really light, and a denser means a heavier or thicker form. So a drought, a long period of very little rain, and it damages plants and crops. Evaporation, remember, is the process of evaporating. Evaporating is to change from a liquid or solid into vapor. And then precipitation, remember, is rain, sleet, snow, anything that's going to come down out of the clouds. And then the vapor is the gas form of a liquid. Water vapor is the gas form of water. It is made from evaporation. All right, now that we learned about rain, we're going to take what we learned from this book and some of the other books that we've already read, and we're going to challenge ourselves. We're going to look at some of the pictures that we saw the other day where we talked about what type of weather we like, where we were saying, I like rainy days or I like snowy days, but we're going to do something different with it. We are going to try to think of words to describe the picture. So right here we have a rainy day. You can see that precipitation is rain coming down, and then we have some words on the outside. We're going to pick the adjectives or describing words that match this picture and put it on it, okay? So let's look over here. For example, I have the word wet. Wet. Is it wet? Yes, so I could add wet to my picture. Slick. Is it slick? Yes. What about hot? I don't really know if it's hot or not, right? What about this one? Slippery. Slippery, very good. How about rainy? Of course, it's a rainy picture. Cold, cold. I don't know if it's really cold. I could say it is. It could be a cold day. Or I have cool, cool. Usually when it's raining like this, it's going to be cool. So you could put that up there. And so what you'll do is you'll sort the adjectives and put it on there for each slide. So right here, I have that picture of the snowy day. And then I have that picture of the stormy day too. So I can't wait to see all the adjectives you can come up with to describe the pictures, okay? All right, awesome job, guys.